Imagine that. Still how long did I have this thing and not realize that the toilet was oh, Jesus. Ugh. Ugh.
Connector backwards. Spiral it a little bit. And it's charging now. 4%, 4%. 4% ain't bad. That was a, that was not bad. That was not bad. I liked it. I don't know. Oops. Sorry. I broke it. Fuckeroni and cheese. I don't know. I'm just hanging out over here so Bubbles can hang out with his little doggy friends. He likes dogs. I'm sure I am like entertaining to him some of the time, but he just, sometimes he's just like, God, I just need to hang out with some dogs every once in a while. I just be a dog. Do you mind? It's kind of funny. Yeah, he's a really smart little guy, dude. Like, seriously. Telepathic little dog. I mean, wow. I hope he does not get eaten by a, like, eagle or something like that when we are in the desert. He's small enough. They might try to carry him off. Like, I better keep him. Like, I just give him freedom. He can't just run loose and. He's vulnerable. But, I mean, dude, he's very fast, so. Like, rattlesnakes out there and shit, dude. He's curious. He'll go right up and try to sniff them. I swear to God. Like, yeah, y'all. Whoa. Yeah, me too. It's getting dark already, too. It's dark already, too. Why is he not working? Oh, is it not late? Oh, late? Late? Oh, no. I have no idea how this thing works, man. Oh, too many buttons. There's too many buttons in here. I don't know. So, I mean, the ukulele is just like the bottom four strings of the guitar. So I was always learning like the top four strings more on the guitar, and I just didn't know what to do with the bottom part. So it's kind of like relearning the instrument from a different, like, right, perspective, kind of like the high end. And that's helpful. Maybe I'll actually learn some like full chords and shit besides like power bars, right? You know, power bars. It's just like Kurt Cobain. That's all he did was just power bars. Up and down, power bars. Uh, dude, it's like so weird. Kurt Cobain is one of my biggest heroes, dude. And I just, ah, kills me, dude. That they just didn't even investigate that shit, dude. Just so ridiculous. Just, I mean, dude. Like, they show TV, detectives all trying to figure this shit out. They don't work, man. They don't want to do any extra work thinking about work after the clock and stuff. No, dude. No, dude. Fucking jeez, man. Probably. I don't even want to think about it. Just huge amount of fucking like foul play out there, just getting written off as just like, well, yeah, this person was talking crazy one day, probably just off themselves. Oh, whatever. Fucking right. I don't believe that shit. I'm like skeptical at least to like a minimum amount. Jeez, can't believe the news or the whatever. I mean, dude. I'm like, whoa, dude, crazy shit is all going on out here. Just people like just looking the other way. It's crazy. Humans are crazy. They just like don't want to get involved. I understand. I don't want to be involved either. I would like to. I mean, have you noticed? I just hang out by myself, dude. I don't even like go in the people land. I just like talk to my phone. Whoa, yeah. I'm a cyborg, baby. I mean, what key would you do that in? Cyborg, baby. Weird. I'm a cyborg, baby. I got struck by lightning by holding my cell phone up in a storm. And now my hand is part cyborg. My phone got melted right in my my central nervous system. Right? I mean, dude, just tap me right in. The lightning bolt just tapped me right into the internet, and now I am global, baby. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, dude, I should plug this bitch in, man. I'm like, what the fuck? What am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck is wrong with me? Probably a lot. Probably a little bit of a lot. Weird. Dude. Ohias are gorgeous. They're like tall, creaky, like almost like like an oak looking tree, right? All scraggly. I think that means the beetles are getting to that one. The fact that it doesn't have any leaves left on it is probably gonna fall on my car any minute. But yeah, those other ones, they're like maybe 80 or 100 years. They get about that big after the lava comes through, right? So Big Island is just like always just starting over, different taking turns as the lava comes down, just taking the next lowest path, right? As it carves around and bulges out, cracks open. Really cool. Really cool living on like a big old. I mean, dude, it's just shifting and warbling and growing right under our feet. It's so awesome. I've been on this campaign of like Hawaii sucks. Kind of like you say Primus sucks, you know, like if you're a real Primus fan, you say Primus sucks. I mean, Hawaii is fucking awesome as hell, dude. Like I had so much fun here. Like the first like 3 years I was here, I was loving it. It was just so magical and whatever. And it was because I got targeted and slandered, and everybody, like people just didn't know what to think, and they just believed the gossip and all that crap. So eventually, my reputation was ruined here, and that led to me having a really shitty time. A really shitty time. And now I'm a little bit bitter about it. You can hear my sarcasm. I'm just like, fuck it. A little bit lashing out, but um, because I've always outgrown every stage. I got master at glass blowing, and then got into, um, well, I mean, I guess I had a baby, and that became my full focus. Teaching my daughter, I became a teacher. Um, and we do adventures all the time and stuff. So that was like full time for me there. But yeah, I just picked up. Oh, and then she asked me questions about astronomy, and then that led to me going like, wait a minute, whoa! Actually, you read into it the second time, and you're like, they really don't even know this yet. These are just like hypotheses that they're calling theories, and like, dude, whoa! And it says right here, like, you could be the next one to figure this out, actually. Um, so I was like, really? I always knew that was my special purpose, and I've been trying since. So it's awesome, like, just learning. I mean, everything I can find on topics. I just totally get off on that shit. And, right? So then I realized after all this, drama that my actual passion, this was my defense mechanism, was talking to, the world like, you guys, I'm isolated with this situation and I don't know what to do. So I was venting kind of like, and just really, well, exposing like way too much. TMI, sir, TMI. But now I understand that I still enjoy sharing what a lot of people wouldn't say, like thoughts that are just self-defeating, or just a lot of people would just omit. So I kind of am showing that I'm full spectrum as far as like um, right there in the, yeah, I mean, I've got like traits of the autism and the ADHD severe and ODD and gifted, and I just, you know, I don't have a filter, so I just say whatever comes out of my, I make jokes about shit all the time. And I mean, I offend people like, dude, the other day I was sitting with a really good friend of mine, but he's missing a few fingers, and I just made a joke about, he said Bubbles was nibbling at his feet, and I was just like, oh, you don't want to be missing a toe or two down there. And I just like it slipped out. I was like, oh wait, his hand actually is missing some digits. Oh my god, it came out before. It was just like awkward. That would normally be funny, but no. It was like I felt yeah, really. You know what I mean? I just like put myself on the spot all the time. It's hilarious. That's I turn it into a comedy style, like I'm just embarrassing myself on purpose or something. But yeah, it's pretty weird. Pretty weird being a ponder. My brain's going a million miles an hour. And my body's going slow as a sloth. That's a tongue twister. Slow as a snail. As a Dale snail. Wait. Dude, I don't know. I was playing something that was kind of cool earlier and I forgot what it was. Dang, dude. That's why you gotta record this shit, because I will not remember later, I guarantee. Man, super weird the situation here. I'm almost done. Dude, it's Friday fucking night. I didn't even realize I was almost done with my letter to the court, and then I'm like, oh, shit, that's like closing in an hour. Okay. So, oops. It's really good shit, dude. This letter is like, I was like, fuck them, bro. That's like some monumental fucking historical fucking shit right there. You know, calling them on their shenanigans and reminding them of the Declaration of Independence and how we are. It's our duty as citizens to replace our system if it has become corrupted. And, you know, it's just like, psh, hello. So, you know, it's nice. I'm just pointing out all the ways that shows that they're not really trying to find the truth. They're just trying to make their case. And so, yeah, easy mistrial for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason. And I'm like, hey, don't make me get my law degree now. I swear I will not forget this. But then I'm like nice about it. I'm like, you know. But science and art come first. So let's not waste a bunch of time with that. I've seen enough boxes in my day. I do not need to be in a courtroom ever again. Thank you very much. I'll say to you, good day, sir. Good day. Why doesn't this light turn on? Son of a sausage. Son of a... What about now? What about now? No. What about now? What the hell, dude? Crazy! The door... I mean, dude. This thing is a joke. It's a goddamn joke. I mean, it's actually kind of snazzy, but at the same time, not really. I mean, dude, I miss Lightning. Lightning was the best car. I mean, the happiest Acura in history. She just had like a Dukes of Hazzard life, you know? I mean, it was like, whoa, holy car chases. She was. Oh my God. She saved my life a number of times. I should work on getting Lightning back. I just bought a van. What the fuck, dude? So I'm gonna sell my car. Guess what? I lost my keys for both of them, the other van and the car. I just lost the keys. So, ta-da! I bought a van to solve the problem. I was just like, I need to be mobile. That's hilarious. Cause yeah, dude. Oh, there's some light. Hey, there I is. Woo, woo. Hi. So, yeah. Oh, tilt meter. Um, anyway. Uh, oops, wrong note. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna post it. I'm just gonna post the letter to my Facebook and just be like, you know, I want to proofread this nonsense. I mean, seriously, they're trying to make me out to be crazy, but this letter is just like, whoa. And this guy, he's gotta be crazy because this sounds like fucking so. All of it just sounds like so impossible. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, am I not allowed to be a scientist without going to some, you know what I mean? I'm not, nope, no, you're not allowed to do science on your own, no science. Am I not allowed to be an inventor or to hypothesize, to look at, you know, the history of science to see if we might have like jumped to any conclusions prematurely? Things like that, dude, it's fun for me. I just like enjoy putting myself in their shoes, like the inventors, trying to imagine what they were doing, you know, where the world was at without these, innovations, these stepping stones in our progress. So, like to me, that's where I just enjoy it. Like in glass blowing, I always just came up with new stuff that I've never seen before, rather than just copy someone else's style, right? And so, yeah, just started a lot of trends in the glass blowing world. It was fun. Coming up, using math and stuff to just come up with new techniques. It was just, I mean, unbelievable. The the endless possibilities. So I was just making my own tools with glass and doing all sorts of. I mean, dude, just now that right there, being a glass blower absolutely qualifies you as a scientist. You're doing alchemy, fuming metals and turning them, from a liquid to a gas and absorbing it onto the other surfaces. So you're just thinking about thermodynamics, like, dude, all of it, like the airflow, understanding, right? So I mean, just you have to know so many different, um, like electrician type, you know, understandings. It's just one of those arts. It's blowing glass is so much fun. Um, tools here and whatever. Just like just he acted like everything that I said was just made up. Like it was so like, well, like, what you just think that everyone just was with the program and just went all the way through. Do do do. I did what they told me to the whole way through. Do 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 do. I'm just like, okay, yeah. It was, and like, dude, that's like the younger people today. They already get this shit. They weren't falling for it from the beginning. So that's why we have like out, just crazy records of people that are living with their parents still and just never, they took a class that interested them rather than a field that would provide a job for sure, like, right, anthropology or something silly like that. I mean, it's not silly. I'm just saying, like, there's not a lot of job openings for that. So you just learn that stuff because it's really interesting and fits with so many other fields. It comes with, like the whole platter of understanding. So I think that's, admirable. And that's the way I've learned the whole way through. I've just been just whatever catches my attention, from when I was 18 and started learning about mushrooms, and everybody knew me as the mushroom guy and all this stuff. And when I was, late teenager, I was drawing pictures and was into comic books, and I worked at the comic book store and just knew everything there was about all the comic artists and just got to know like the whole thing, I mean, dude, such a dork about it. And I just, yeah, and then I volunteered for the Forest Service and I fought wildfires and I was finding so many mushrooms up in Oregon. And that led me to Humboldt, right, where I was finding the most mushrooms out of anywhere in the rainforest and in the redwood forest. And so I was called back to Humboldt numerous times, and yeah,
that's when I got into glass blowing, selling glass first, and knowing all the glass blowers and hanging out with all these amazing artists, and then um, yeah, just one thing to the next, you know. Then I started breeding cannabis. That was super amazing. Growing like such a unique relationship with cannabis, and coming up with these different strains that had like unique benefits for my, for my mode that would actually make me focused and productive and energized, rather than couch lock and all that stuff. So man, I just bred these strains that were perfect for my brain. Um, and Right, and then I had the baby, my daughter, and I became her teacher, and then that led to astronomy, her asking me questions about, the universe, and that made me realize that, so I had to unprogram my brain from Mormon upbringing and went more agnostic, more science based. But then I realized my science beliefs were all still, you know, hearsay. A lot of it, and they were just beliefs. I was like, well, what the, when I taught my daughter, I heard myself. So we went back together and saw what was substantial and what still was actually supposed to be up on the drawing board still. So yeah, like me and my daughter were doing astronomy together, and then all the adventures, pretty much until I got my land in Hawaii, and that was a whole other adventure nightmare. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Like this phase, I'm really excited about, like going back and seeing my family. I'm really stoked to be, back out in the field. I want to travel the world with Bubbles, and I want to see the pyramids, figure them out, how they all go together. Like if it was for terraforming the planet or starting the chain reaction that's caused Earth to expand so rapidly. Um, and yeah, just electrified it enough to be like a water world or something cool. I don't know. There's an amazing story to figure out, and that's, I mean, dude, Gobekli Tepe, and now they're hiding the new developments there. They're like no more photographing and all that on the new stuff that they're uncovering, and so that is huge. Whatever, you know what I mean. That says when they suppress stuff, and that's when you're like, whoa, what's going on? Um, you know, curiosity. Um, for like the intuitive, you just like what, you know what I mean. So, um, crazy stuff unfolding. I've been watching a lot of Joe Rogan and seeing all these scientists that are putting these pieces together, and yeah, it's um, it's pretty cool. Um, I got to get on Joe Rogan. We got to find somebody. I mean, I tried the website. How do you email him directly and introduce an idea for your show for hashtag him? I don't know. How do you do it? I'm a grandpa over here. I don't even know how to use my internet. Oh yeah. Oh man. Man, oh man.
to do. I don't really want to fucking do the work. Dude, it's like so much work. Oh my god, I just moved. I just fucking moved. This is shenanigans, dude. What the fuck? Did I tell you, right? The preacher was all like, "Here, just move in. You could do some work trade if you want. You don't have to do any work. I know you're busy." Dude, it's like there's nowhere to go to the bathroom. It smells like pee in there. It is not okay. It is not. You could not rent this place out ever, ever. And there's no way I could ever even get someone. No, I couldn't even get someone to live in there for free. But I was just like dealing with stress at the storage units. I'm like, shit, these fucking people. So I'm like, whittled that down to one, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna send my glass blowing shit home. And fuck, man, it's so expensive in Hawaii. You just cannot blow glass here without it. Just, I mean, I don't know. You have to charge like well over $100 an hour for your time, and people just want a deal, right? So I don't know. I miss blowing glass. I miss exploring the mountains. I miss like all the different terrains and elevations and different like people, dude. Whoa. Oh man. I loved Hawaii. Oh my god. Holy shit. I need a fucking break from Hawaii. Like a year or two of traveling before I can even stomach being here again, dude. It is not okay. I just like see like ugh. It's embarrassing. All the people, you know what I mean, that believed all the bullshit and they just won't even look me in the eye now. It's like I just feel like this weird like this separation. Like I'm among people but I'm so alone and I just don't have any peers. I don't you know, like who do I hang out with? I just so weird. So weird. I've been single for like 2 years or something now. I can't even imagine trying to hook up with somebody who just does that I mean, does that seem like there's something wrong with me? Like, I mean, you know, I find people attractive, but then I just I can't open up. I can't, I can't trust. I have trust issues, I guess. Dude, I just saw Steve. I just saw Steve up there, man. Do you know what Steve is? It's shit. Now I'm forgetting what it stands for. Uh, it's a it's like the aurora borealis. It's a ionosphere discharge event, like where so it just looks like beams of white light kind of shooting out of the ground, and they'll change directions all of a sudden and show the magnetic field lines. So yeah, I just saw this big white beam just came up at the sky all of a sudden, which is like signs of aurora borealis all the way down this far south, which has not happened in history since the Carrington event of 1859, and the sun had those huge sunspots. We've been getting just little pops towards us, and it's causing auroras all the way this far south. That means our magnetic shield is just weak, and we are exposed. And just pray that we don't get hit by something big, like big wave of plasma from the sun would just do our electrical grid in like that. Yeah, no, like nothing. Easy peasy. So, right, the telegraph stations in 1859, the wires were glowing and the little things were all bing, 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 bing on their own, like totally like ghosts were doing the telegraphs. Yeah. And then they lit it on fire. The wires lit everything on fire. So, what today has wires attached to? Oh yeah, those big old matches that they got sticking out of the ground. Those are tipped with, oh, that's gonna definitely just start one big old chain reaction of, uh-oh. Yes, sir. Oh, shit your pants time. Uh-oh. Whoa. Come on, show me some more steam. Isn't that the funniest shit? Who named it that, dude? And like the red dwarfs, I kind of like that. The big, those are new phenomena that we haven't, pilots started seeing them in like the 80s or something. Nobody reported ever seeing. And then the blue jets and the red dwarfs, or the sprites, right? The sprites and the blue, yeah. Those are all new phenomena. Like, so Earth is just, it's, I mean, if you imagine looking at it from outer space and just watching it sizzle, it's sparking all over as lightning goes off and all these storms are building, clouds, the base of these storm clouds. And so it's just like, as the solar wind is blasting it, it's just sizzling and all glowing green from the auroras going in. And now we're starting to see these like red and blue sizzling spots. The whole thing, it's just got to look active. Like all of a sudden it would start looking like fireworks and shit from the outside. Super crazy, rather than just sizzling and, like it was just cool sizzling. Now that we got hit by that huge one in 1859, the sun, the our North Pole, the magnetic north, started going like opposite direction. It was going towards Greenland, and then it got hit in 1859 and went brrrr, the other way off towards Thailand over the North Pole, and it's just moving faster and faster every year. So it's like the two poles are going towards each other, back towards Thailand. The South Pole is going that way too. And there's like this gap opening up over the South Atlantic, over South America, over Brazil. They call it the South Atlantic anomaly. And dude, straight up, like what's happening? Like the magnetic field is bending all one way, which is going to leave half of Earth exposed. Like something, I don't know. It almost seems like Earth could like pop a new moon out of that side, or something big could happen. I don't know. And I look at, what happened. Hawaii's in the middle of the Pacific. There's no subduction, and it's the most active volcanoes on Earth. I'm like, dude, right in the middle. If you look at the stretch marks on the ocean floor, it was just like all going, and then the chain of islands of Hawaii goes down one way, and then it goes straight over like a 90-degree angle. So it shows that it was being stretched this way, and then it was being stretched this way. So I figured that out, and if you look at the expanding Earth, you can see that South America and North America were actually touching like this and folded all the way out and down, and that's when Australia got pulled away from California at the same time as South America got pulled down. So it's just rapid expansion right there at the end, and that's what caused this last chain of volcanoes. It got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So what I'm saying is like bigger might be coming, and like we don't know, dude. The moon is getting further away from Earth at every round. So that means like if you rewind the record all the way to back, it was touching at one point, and I think it came like a plasma bubble. I think it came out. My hypothesis is out of green sands. Looks like a giant vortex, dude, with just supersonic winds. Like if you look at the layers, I'm just like, dude, that is not
from time layering, the sediment. All these volcano like trails are going, right over to the side here. You can see there's like 6 or 7 volcano, different eruptions that overlap, but then all these like 1,000 lines of sand, and they're all going diagonal in this giant vortex crater. Looks crazy. Green sands looks absolutely mind blowing crazy if you think of it like that. So I've got on my channel somewhere. I've got videos of green sands. You can type it in. I'll make it attached to the same playlist here. But yeah, just from the sky, my drone, those shots you can see. It's definitely something is up. Something's up with the green sands. Where did all that olivine come from? Huh. Oh, well, I gotta learn some more shit on this fucking ukulele. I gotta learn some like skills or something. Like, dude, what the hell am I doing? I wish I was more like gifted in that area. Like, jeez. Right? You ever seen those like autistic guys that can just hear a song and just like right away? Like they don't even need to read music. They're just like, I already know it. That's cool, man. I want that superpower. Hey, I just, I just keep doing something else. I can't follow through. I can't. I can't even make myself try. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Well, I was talking about the moon. Oh, yeah. Interplanetary lightning events. Moon creation. I don't know. Maybe during the sun's, right? Every time the sun goes through the galaxy's plasma sheath and goes from the negative to the positive, just like Earth goes from the sun's negative to positive side, like every 2 weeks or something. And we get like 100 times more lightning every time that happens. It's just like extra sizzling. So, yeah, I think when the sun right goes through the galaxies, it might do this thing where it just pops and does like a micronova where the star survives, but it sheds like a big sheath of the outer plasma, the liquid hydrogen plasma on the surface of the corona. And there you go. There, that plasma, as it's shooting out and just like streams in between the planets, it would totally just like could go arc mode, like the gas inside of a fluorescent tube, right? When you just like continue the circuit from one end to the other, all of a sudden it just lights up all that gas, and that's how we get the fluorescent lights, right? It would do that through the galaxy or through the solar system. It would just make these arc interplanetary lightning bolts. And right, the ancients, I think the ancient people saw these events. They tried to talk about it with the cave paintings and all these things that they're the common archetypes of all the cave paintings from all the continents. Totally could be plasma formations. That's the best explanation I've heard so far. Um, and yeah, there, it's a warning system that they don't think if the global floods happen and these, they just like seriously like civilization wiper outer events, that what would be left, right? So they make these huge rock monuments that can just take like a whole ocean worth of sand blasting over them, and that's how we find these sites totally buried. It happened all at once. There's no way people went and just covered Gobekli Tepe with sand. You know, there's just no way. And, right, the pyramids were under the Giza pyramids were under sand, and so was the entire Sahara. Easily could it, I mean, wow. You look at the eye of the Sahara, that ring system, and it looks exactly like Plato's map of Atlantis. So it just seems like, yeah, all of the top of Africa got washed over with sand. And the jet streams changed. That used to be rainforest there, and now they're, right? And all these places on Earth right now, as the magnetic field is changing, all these places that are usually rainforest are going dry, and all these places that are usually desert are starting to get a bunch of rain, and we're getting floods and stuff. So, I mean, it just, they could be going back to switch back, right? I mean, as the poles switch, I mean, the jet streams would totally follow the magnetic field. And believe me, there's nothing your car could do to the jet streams. I mean, that is just following magnetism, like the Earth's magnetic field, are causing like the swirls where the, you know, the 6 layers of weather systems on Earth, you know, go back and forth, you know, on the equator one way, and then up the, you know, during the subtropical goes back this way, and then up on the north it goes the other way. It swirls up at the poles. So it's just this big electrical system, and it's following the electrical circuit, you know. So I mean, I feel like I've got to teach that to be able to get my discoveries out. I have to be able to relay and end up with a, you know, a group of peers that can keep me in check and see where my, you know, if my logic is sound or whatever. So yeah, I need to get on Joe Rogan soon. So I got to follow through on one of my projects, finish my book, finish my documentary on green sands. Just, I mean, just even organizing my YouTube into different channels or different, at least playlists, where the videos all fit into different categories, where people could dive into different subjects rather than just trying to, you know, trying to keep up with me on all these different topics all at once. You might not be into coins or fulgurites or electricity or astronomy or whatever, you know, who knows? Like, and I hope maybe, you know, that me sharing all of my passions like that, I hope eventually people do kind of, you know, feel inspired to kind of explore, right, as many topics as possible on their own without like having to, you know, go to school for it. Just learn and just teach yourself and figure out all the different. I like stuff where, especially where there's different views. Like now, I'm looking at world religion, and I'm amazed at how many different upbringings can lead to so many different, you know, styles of people and living. Just super cool. And yeah, right. When I went to Southeast Asia, my experience in Thailand, just the diversity between Thailand and Malaysia would blow your mind. Oh, I did not see that coming, and boy, did I learn a lot, man. Just stepping out of America's culture, out of the United States, was so mind blowing. Highly recommended. So I've got to go to Europe still. Haven't done that. In Africa, I was gonna be in Morocco here in December. I have plans with my friend to stay out there and go meteorite hunting and all this stuff. And there's places where you can find gold and crystals and stuff too. So that was the plan, but now my grandma is, she just had surgery, and right, my cousin is looking out for her a little bit, but I mean, I gotta be there for her. And I've got my RV waiting for me. I think it's, you know, I got to finish up here and get on my way. Dude, there's an orb up there. Oh, wow. Right, dude? There's these lights, these red orbs over this whole area. It's kind of like a neighborhood, but... Dude. They move around like people just don't look up. I'm like, what the hell? I see just crazy shit in the sky all the time. Totally unexplainable crazy shit. So I recorded it, put it on my channel. My UFO encounters. Just a number of video evidence proof. Right? Yeah, examples. I don't know, but doo-doo-doo, I'm crazy, doo-doo-doo, I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I look up. I'm crazy. I'm crazy because I ask questions. Yeah, I'm crazy. Whoa, I'm crazy. I'm totally crazy. Pretty crazy. It's very, just a little bit of very much crazy. Just a tiny bit of lots. Like a shitload of a little bit. I'm crazy in love with you. Oh yeah, you're so sexy. Oh my god, you're just so sexy. One of these is out of tune already. I like it. Whoa. What the fuck? Dude, I have no idea. So, I mean, I don't know. I was gonna do a comedy show here. I don't feel it. I just don't feel it. And like, what the fuck am I gonna do if I go to like, you know, Vegas? I guess I could try to do. Dude, there's so many people trying to be comedians in Vegas. I'm not gonna do that shit. I can't just fucking God. I mean, dude, you know what my choice is here though? It's just like this little fucking kava bar place, and I guess my humor was a little bit too like hard to get. I guess is a nice way of saying it. I'm just misunderstood, okay? Bye. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. I can't. I just won't. I might, I guess. I don't know. Whoa. I guess it is that one. If it's gonna be the blues, you got to skip that one. There's just some notes you just can't throw in there. It just sounds all wonky. I don't know. I had this tuned down to the weirdest like one of my reels, I just like had so I could just play straight across on these. It was fun. I was like, wheel, wheel, wheel. It's like I was playing a banjo or something. I don't know. It sounded weird. So I like doing that. I like sounding weird. That works for me. Yes, indeed. Can you say hello to me? Santi Alvarez. Hello there, darling. Am I too late? And hello to Brazil. Hola. Soy loco de la camisa. Hooray. Wow. Dude, Panda, what are you doing, sir? You're being so strange, talking about outer space and barely playing your instrument. Yeah, no, you got to practice. You got to fucking practice your damn fucking instrument so you can play in front of people. Don't you know? Just playing by yourself is gonna get boring eventually. You know, you just gotta learn to remember. What are you gonna, I gotta relearn how to remember. First, I gotta relearn how to give a shit, and then I can relearn to try to file stuff in my brain so that I can access information later when I might need it. But for now, I just can't make myself give a shit, so it's a little difficult. Yeah. I don't even try to remember. Remembering's for dorks. I can't remember anyway what remembering was like. Oopsie, I did it. I did it. I hit that fucking note that you're not allowed to hear. Shit, man. I broke it. I just broke the floor. Shitballs. Nobody's going to want me in their band, man. I can't be in a band. I will shit my pants on stage, and then they will fire me for that, you know. They'd be like, oh, your aura is all brown, man. Get that shit out of here. Yeah. A good brown aura. I got a brown, amber colored aura. Cause I'm full bullshit. I'm sorry if you had expectations. There, I got there. It was just, slow.
tickle. Uh-oh. I gotta turn to slow motion. Whoo, slow motion. Sounds so weird. Whoa. I like that kind of a little bendy kind of thing going on there. It's kind of cool. It's kind of neato. I don't know. Maybe that's why they make this one, this top string, thinner and more, right? It just seems like it's so like floppy, but like thin floppy, but for the low note, you would want it to be louder, but like be a thicker string. I thought they put them on wrong. I was like, what's wrong with this? I took it to the store and she's like, no, that's how they do it. I'm like, all right, fine then. Can't they just buy a string, like a single string, and hit that ass? My friend Joy is trying to talk to me on the text up there. I guess that means hello Brazil, goodbye Brazil, hello my friend Sandy Alvarez and Quaid. You are the master, sir. I love you, bro, and I will see you soon. We just gotta know it, believe it, it'll be reality. May the force be with you.